Not happy right now, boys. I just filmed this whole video and then my phone said like I was almost done, and then it popped up, said not enough storage. Went to my camera roll, it didn't even save it. Didn't even save the video. So I guess we're gonna restart, but I'll try to remember, a lot of what I was talking about. But basically, first off, I'm trying to get more YouTube videos out a week. I want to do 3 a week. I've been very consistent with that for a while, but this past week I've been so fucking busy. So I try to get out a vlog, a rant like this, and an educational video every week. But I think the last one I posted was a rant too, but I would like to get these out because I think that they help people the most, genuinely. Like, this is what's actually going to, over time, change your mindset, because you're going to hear me say shit over and over and over until it flips a switch in you and your mindset's completely different and you change that way. I can sit there and make a million education videos and you learn stuff and then never implement. I think that this stuff are things that you're going to implement just by listening to me talk about it enough, because you're going to slowly start thinking like me a little bit. So anyway, that's why I wanted to pop this video out at least. But what I was going over was, I was sitting here, as I'm receiving client check-ins during the day, photos, weigh-ins, seeing their PRs on lifts and everything. I'm thinking about, what makes some of my clients make such insane progress and then other people not see progress. I mean, everybody sees progress, but not as much as they want. There's some people where it's like they're all the way up here, and then there's other ones that just chill way down here. So what's the difference? And at the end of the day, it is the self-discipline that somebody has. The people that see the most results are the people that they're usually probably already lifting. They're already trying to diet or have tried to diet in the past. They're already like going to the gym, but they just need to take it up a notch and get the different plan, get the meal plan, and then really level things up. And that's where they see the most progress. Like, everybody that works with me is getting similar things. Obviously it's tailored to their body, their goals and everything, but everybody's getting meal plan, calories and macros, a workout plan. They're getting access to the app, the community, everything, the group calls, the check-ins, all of that stuff. So they're all getting the same thing or similar things. So why do some people see so much more progress? And it's those people that see the insane results are driven, disciplined people that do not want to be fucking mediocre. The other people, I need to hold their hand to get them to the gym. It's like, all right, hey, I try to start out nice at first. Like, all right, I see you're not hitting your workouts. You're not sending me your meals. What's going on? Like, let's try to get things going. And they're like, yeah, I'll be in the gym next week. Okay. Look, next week they're not in the gym. So, all right, got to send them a message or a voice note, whatever. Hey, let's get in the gym tonight. Can we make that happen? Yeah, I'll get in the gym tonight. Check in the morning. They didn't get their workout in. It's like, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force them to drink. That is what I think about all the time, because I can't hold somebody's hand and force them to go into the gym. I can't force somebody to walk into their kitchen and make a healthy meal and eat it. It's you have to have that self-discipline. You have to have that drive of like, you don't want to be fucking mediocre. And I think that's one of the things that piss me off the most is people that are just, they say they want to change, but deep down they don't, because it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. So they just don't do it. They would rather remain comfortable. And it's the same thing with people that work shitty jobs and they're like, come home and they're like, I fucking hate this place. I don't want to go back. But it's just on that level where they really don't like it, but it's just above that threshold where they can still be comfortable. You know, they're not uncomfortable enough to change. And I don't know, it makes no sense to me why people come in and pay money and don't want to do and then decide that they don't want to put the work in. I don't get it, because if I'm paying that money, I'm coming in here and I'm busting ass. But there's just a difference. Some people don't want to level up, or they think that they do and they don't want it bad enough. Sorry if you hear snoring, Scrappy's sleeping. He's sleeping. No, he's not. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's really what it is. It's the people that want it, that have a reason, that come in, no questions asked, which, by the way, asking questions is great. You should ask questions. But I mean, in terms of, I'm like, hey, do this, and there's no questions asked about that, they just do it. They're asking questions on the check-in, like, hey, why do we do this? Hey, should I try this? Should I do this? Those things are important because that's how you're going to learn. That's how you're going to be able to, after you're done working with me, be able to go on your own and see a shit ton of progress. Like, I'll be real, I don't want to work with people forever. Do I love the people that I work with? Yes, 100%. But I don't want to work with people forever, because if I do, that means you're not making enough progress on your own. You can't do it on your own. I look at it as like, I'm a parent, and I'm a great parent. I'm teaching them exactly how to survive in the real world and get what they want out of the real world. And that's how I view the diet and training. You know, it's like, they come in, I teach them all the skills they need, they make a lot of progress. Now all they have to do is go out in the world and maintain that, or keep, making a little bit of progress. But then there's some people where it's, it's similar to a bad kid. You have them in the house and you're like, oh, people look at their kids, or maybe you've had a sibling like this, or maybe you are this fucking kid, where it's like, this kid's, or your friend. Yeah, I think everybody's had friends like this, where you see so much potential in them and you're like, dude, you could be so much more than you are, but they don't want it for themselves. They make excuses. They find ways to just stay comfortable, stay locked up in the basement, or hanging out with the wrong crowd, or doing drugs, whatever, and they don't want to change. They would rather just be comfortable and numb themselves, I guess. I don't know. Just be numb to the outside world, be numb to change, be numb to what they can achieve out of their life. And again, it fucking baffles me so much. Like, I don't mean this in a bad way, but what is the point of being alive if you're not trying to better yourself, or live the best life that you can, or elevate yourself to a place that you know you can be? Like, I can't imagine being on my deathbed and being like, damn, I did nothing with my life. Damn, I'm nowhere close to my potential. Damn, I'm laying here in a hospital bed at 50 because I'm obese and just had a heart attack or something. It's like, there's a lot to live for. But I also think generally, a lot of men are more happy when they're working on themselves, when they're working towards something, when they're trying to elevate themselves. I mean, and women too, for sure. But, I can pretty much speak mostly on the male experience. And that's definitely how I feel. I know that I'm the happiest when I'm working on stuff, even if, right now, like these past couple weeks have been very tiring, and I'm feeling tired a lot of times. But I know that it's good and it makes me happy because I know that that means that I'm progressing on things. I'm tired because I'm working hard, basically. Or a lot of things are going on, which is fine, you know? So, yeah, basically to break it down, the people that see the most success are the disciplined individuals, which, yes, disciplined obviously can be built over time, but there's a lot of people that come in and they have no baseline of discipline. They have no willpower. All they want is somebody to just drag them to the gym, which again, I can't physically do. You have to have some level of discipline on your own, or drive. Even if you don't have the discipline built yet, but you have the drive, you really have that want, then you can get things started that way, and then the discipline builds off of that. But you're never going to be successful in this if you don't have any drive. If you can know that there's a problem, but if you don't accept the problem and then want to change it, like, people will go years being like, yeah, I know I'm overweight. Yeah, I know I'm overweight. Yeah, I know I'm overweight. But it never changes until that becomes a problem. Until you say, okay, I'm definitely overweight, but this is a problem. This needs to be fixed. That's when the actual change comes. So if you're not at that point, and it goes the opposite way too, you know, if you're just really skinny and you're like, I'm really skinny, then it gets to the point where you're like, oh my God, I'm so skinny. I can't do this anymore. I'm ready to be bigger, to have more muscle. Then it's like, okay, now you have the drive. Now you have a purpose. Now that thing is actually big enough that you can start and then build off of that. So, yeah, guys, I don't know what to say to you. If you don't have any drive, if you don't have any want, if you don't have just the fucking need to be better every day, that you feel like you're not living up to your potential, you feel like you are capable of so much more. Like, if that's not you, if you're the person that, oh, I'm comfortable here, yeah, I'm cool, I'll just do the same thing then this isn't for you, honestly. I'm trying to get it to all the people. I know obviously there will be some that slip through the cracks, but I'm trying to get it to all people that are just ready to go, driven from day one. I mean, you've probably seen some of the results. Dude, you know what you can do if you lock in for 3 months? 3 months, just do it every day. It doesn't have to be what I tell you, but do what I tell you every day. Crazy results. Or if you just, you know, find somebody else, whatever, that's cool. You don't have to work with me. But it's crazy what you can do when you lock in. So, yeah, guys, I'll leave it at that. Scrappy's snoring pretty loud. He sleeps like a human. Gotta sleep on the pillow. Oh, all right. I'll catch you guys in the next one.